RJG CoPilot Menu Options, Note Entry. Notes can be added directly from the Notes Entry option within the CoPilot software. As an example, let's say that we recently noticed some pin pushes on the parts being produced during this process, and we decided to slow the process down a bit to mitigate the issue. We are currently at the job dashboard of the CoPilot, and we want to make a note of this recent adjustment for future reference. To access this option while at the job dashboard or any other menu display, select the three-line menu icon at the upper left of the screen. From the list of options that appear, select Note Entry. This brings us to the Note Entry screen, where we are instructed to make a selection for the problem, then add notes to completely describe the situation and your resolution. First, we should choose the note type by selecting the Note Type drop-down. The Note Type drop-down shows three options. Process Change Reason, which is the most common, noting adjustments to the process. General Note, such as noting a water leak or other non-process related items. And Change Control, which could be something like a V2P or cavity pressure control change. For our example, since we slowed our process down a bit to affect the pin push issue, we will choose Process Change Reason. After choosing the note type, we should choose the problem by selecting the Select a Problem drop-down. From here, we can select a specific problem or defect to further describe the issue. For our example, since we experience pin pushes, we can select Pin Push from the list. Now, we should add any specific details by selecting the entry space where it reads, Enter Details here. And in this space, we will type, Notice pin push on the parts, and slowed the cycle down. When we are finished typing the notes for our example, we can select Submit to submit the note to this point in the cycle. After submitting the note, we are returned to the job dashboard screen. From here, we can confirm the submission of the note by taking a look at the summary graph. We can double tap on the summary graph to make it a bit larger. And in looking at the bottom right of the screen, we can see the small brown dot, indicating that a note has been submitted at this point. We can also select this point in the summary graph and reveal the specific values for the trends at the point of the note. Another way to access note detail is through the Notes card. To access the Notes card from this point in our example, we can begin by double tapping on the summary graph to get back to the job dashboard. From the job dashboard, we can replace any of the current card views with the Notes card by selecting the 9-dot circle in the upper right portion of the cards. For our example, we want to replace the job overview card with the Notes card, so we will select the 9-dot circle in the upper right of that card. From the Choose a Card view, we can then select the Notes card. We are then returned to the job dashboard, where we can see the Notes card has replaced the job overview card, and our recently submitted note is listed there. To enlarge the Notes card, we can double select it. From this view, we can see the details regarding the note, including the cycle index, which shows which number cycle it is in the current run, the cycle time, type of note, type of problem, details, created time, and the user that created the note. Let's double select the Notes card to get back to the job dashboard. Another feature of the Notes card is the ability to be directed to the point in the summary graph where the note occurred. In our example, some time has passed, and another note has been added to this job. If we select that note on the Notes card, the cursor on the summary graph will move right to that time. Thank you for watching this video regarding CoPilot menu options, Note Entry. For further assistance, please refer to the product manual or contact our customer support department at support@rjginc.com or by calling 1-800-472-0566.